in old age, simple foods that nourish the body. You can listen to us live from any part of the world that you find yourself in, www.wfm917.com to listen to us. Okay, why food matters more in old age? Let's begin with this first question. Why do elders need to eat differently from the young? Well, first of all, their metabolism slows down in old age. Think about yourself now. The way your food digests in your body is not the same way your child or a little child around you. It's not the same way. The metabolism is different. This means that the body does not burn food as quickly as before. Secondly, the elderly body needs more nutrients and fewer calories. You know, a lot of people just think that, oh, it's about the calories. No, it's about the nutrients for elderly people than the calories. Thirdly, many elders are fighting conditions such as high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, beg your pardon, weak bones. And if they continue to eat like a 20-year-old, problems begin last year. I told you my Yoruba. But if they adjust, they can live longer and they can live stronger. For example, let's think of a random person. Let's say Babatunde in Abeokuta eats a bowl of amala with begiri every night. He feels sleepy, he sleeps poorly, he feels heavy, and his blood pressure rises. Compare that with Mama Funke, who lives in Ijebu. She's eating smaller portions of food, so a small portion of beans with vegetables. She drinks a lot of water, which means that she will sleep better. She will feel more lighter than Babatunde, right? And still has energy for morning devotion. We're saying old people, even me as a young person, if I eat heavy at night, I'm unable to sleep. In fact, I begin to taste what I ate in my dream, in my sleep, and it makes my sleep really, really uncomfortable. So you want to make sure that they're not eating heavy foods before they go to bed. Okay, let's move on. What are the everyday Nigerian foods that nourish the elderly? We're going to go food group by food group. Fruits and vegetables. We're talking oranges, pawpaw, banana, watermelon, mango. These fruits are easy to chew and they're good for digestion. Under fruits and vegetables still, we have ugu, spinach, okra, water leaf. These vegetables provide iron and vitamins. Now, to practicalize it, just take a handful of vegetables to every meal. So for instance, if you're going to eat rice, take a portion of rice and then put a lot of fruits and vegetables by the side. You know, even if it is okra soup that you want to put by your eba or your amala, or is efori that you want to put beside your yam, or that you want to put beside your rice, it makes a whole world of difference. Carbohydrates and grains. So choose lighter carbs for them. I'm talking beans, oats, heavy eba, like 2 scoops of eba for your dinner. How about you take pap and vegetable, or eko and pepper soup at night, light yam porridge, at night time. Instead of giving mommy 3 wraps of fufu, give her 1 wrap of fufu with plenty of vegetables and proteins like fish. Now, moving on to our proteins. Fish is excellent. Mackerel, tilapia, sardine, Titus, name it, hake. Fish is excellent for our elderly people. Eggs, beans, moi moi, granules, chicken. These are sources of proteins. And the reason why proteins matter is because it builds muscles. And without protein, these our elderly people, they become weak and they become frail. For calcium, you can get calcium from milk, from yogurt, from soy milk. Add crayfish or add dry fish to soups as well. You get your calcium from there. Women especially need calcium, especially after menopause. And we've talked about menopause quite a number of times on this show. Water alone is medicine on its own. Many elders do not feel thirsty, but they need small sips throughout the day. So you have to encourage them to drink water. So for instance, you want to get them a personal cup or a bottle so they can sip water from it regularly. And they can even tell how much water they've drank when they see it. Okay, let's keep it moving. Eating habits for healthy aging. It's actually not about what you eat, but it's about how you eat. Smaller portions of meals go a long way. So instead of big portions, how about you do 3 to 4 small meals instead of one heavy meal? You also want to avoid excess salt and excess sugar. We've also talked about this on Radio Doctor, because this goes a long way in affecting their health. Less seasoning cube, less sugar in tea. If typically you would take 3 cubes of sugar, how about you do 1 cube or even half a cube? Okay, half a cube might be stretching it, but 1 cube of sugar is fine. Also, make sure you cook their foods really soft. So instead of yam porridge, so give them yam porridge, beg your pardon, instead of hard yam. Give them moi moi instead of beans. You're trying to make sure that they can eat in bite sizes. What the food that is going into their system is soft enough for them to eat and will digest quickly. Fiber is also important. Beans, oats, vegetables, avoid constipation. So you have to make sure that this is infused in their meals on a regular. Also eat at the right time. Heavy meals earlier on in the day, light meals at night to help them sleep better, to help for better digestion and metabolism. Okay, now let's keep it moving. Practical sample menus for the elderly. Now let us build a simple Nigerian menu for elders. Foods that are affordable and foods that are nourishing. So for breakfast options, we have pap with milk and a boiled egg, oats with banana slices, tea with akara or moi moi. These meals, do you think is for old people? No, even you as a young person, you can eat this and you find that it is nutritious for your body. For your lunch options, you can eat brown rice with vegetables and fish. Okay, beans porridge with plantain, amala with ewedu and begiri and grilled fish. Just small portions. Don't just stack portions on their plate. Make sure that the portions they are eating are healthy and are okay for them to eat. All right, for their dinner, pap with moi moi, like I said earlier, eko with vegetables, yam porridge with vegetables, fruit salad, pawpaw, orange, banana. That can be just dinner for them to eat before they go to sleep. For their snacks, they don't have to snack on everything that you yourself you're snacking on. And if you look at this menu that we're building together, it's something that even you can eat as well, okay, for you to be healthier and for you not to have issues with your health. Snacks, granules, boiled corn. Thankfully, we're still in the corn season. Boiled corn, roasted plantain, tiger nuts, roasted plantain, bully. You can have that. Okay. This shows that eating right does not require imported foods or expensive supplements, but just using what we already have and we're using them wisely. Family role in elderly nutrition. Dear listener, please understand that caring for elders is a family responsibility. Many elders cannot cook for themselves anymore, and some eat whatever they find. So what can families do? Please prepare meals in smaller portions and store them. Also remind the elders to drink water regularly. Thankfully, we said you can give them a cup or a bottle so they know how much water they have drank in the day. Encourage fruits and vegetables every day. Sit with them, gist with them, hear stories from them so that their minds can still be kept active. Eat with them because eating together also encourages appetite. In conclusion, please remember that the way we care for our elders is the way that our children will one day care for us. So it's important and essential that we find a balanced and sustainable approach that works for you and works for them and fits into your work-life balance. Most of all, consulting with a healthcare professional can provide personalized guidance tailored to their specific needs and goals. Thank you so much for listening on Radio Doctor today. Once again, Radio Doctor is Nigeria's first free health consultation program, specialized radio health program on Women Radio 91.7, broadcast Mondays through Fridays, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Each day is dedicated to a medical specialty with an expert to offer free consultation and advice. Many thanks to the producer, Aisha Sani, and executive producer, Tom Okewale Shunaya. I am Fumi Bangala, and as always, do have a healthy day. Bye for now. See you tomorrow, same time, for another edition of Radio Doctor.